I'm Anne-Marie and I'm with Mindjoy. Today I want to talk to you about workplace stress because any of us can be susceptible to chronic stress and burnout. So what can we do to navigate workplace stress and take care of our mental health? One way is you can actually set up yourself for a good day at work. If you find you wake up and you're rushing out of the door to get to work, it just kind of sets your day off on the wrong foot, and you can start your day stressed, and then whatever happens during that day automatically feels like it's too much. So try to have a good morning. Try to make your bed. They've done a lot of research on this. People who make their bed every morning tend to be more successful in life. And the reason why is because it starts their day with a sense of accomplishment. My car is not going to go very far if I don't put fuel in it. Your body is the same. Get your metabolism going early by giving yourself a good breakfast. Put out your clothes the night before so you don't have to use mental energy to think about what to wear that day. Know where your car keys are, know where your work bag is, know where your shoes are, and anything else you tend to lose along the way. Have it all ready. All these little things can help you be more prepared to start your day on the right foot. Another way to help avoid workplace stress is take your breaks. Hopefully wherever you are entitled to breaks. And if you live in Spain or Mexico, you also get siestas. Hashtag not jealous. I've told my work a lot of times we should adopt siestas. I would work right through my lunch all the time, but over time, that actually works against you. Your mind needs to relax, your body needs to eat and just rest and be still. And a good way to do that is to take your lunch break in the middle of the day. Take moments to clear your head. If you're able to leave, go for a walk, get some fresh air. If you're not able to leave, maybe that means just sitting quietly for a bit. Honestly, if you're desperate, go to the washroom and just be still for a little bit. And be quiet and clear your head and then go back to your work. Be open with your employer. Talk to them about if it feels like it's too much. Look at your job description and look at what you're currently doing. Do they still match? If not, maybe a conversation needs to happen. If you like to take on projects and you have the time to do so because you're super efficient and you're very creative and it's something you thrive on, go ahead and do that. But keep in mind that nobody can go full tilt all the time nonstop. We all have limits, and it's good to have open conversations that you're building in time in your workday for the unexpected. You're building in time to have mindful moments so that you're actually overall a better employee. Find a way to decompress your workday so you don't bring it home with you. A long time ago, a supervisor gave me the encouragement of picking a landmark on my route home. We often take the same route. So pick a landmark. Maybe it's a certain building, maybe it's a certain intersection. At that point, you tell yourself, okay, no more thinking about work. It's sort of a habit you can build in where you train your brain to say, oh, we're done with that now. Okay, on to new things. That can be really helpful so you don't bring the stress and the busyness and the chaos of your day into your home. You need to have time when your mind can process, compartmentalize, and then you can focus on new things. If you get home and you find you're still bogged down with stuff from work, if you can, have a bit of quiet time. My husband knows there was lots of days when I would come home and I'd say, okay, Anne-Marie needs 5 minutes, and I would go to the bedroom, shut the door, and just decompress. And then I was ready. I was good. But it's just so much stuff sometimes, and our brains get oversaturated. And we need to unsaturate, desaturate, unsaturate. We need to be unsaturated. Forgive me if that's not the right word. But we need to desaturate so that we can focus and be present with people in our lives. Look at who you're talking to. Are you talking with colleagues who tend to be negative, pessimistic, and, well, toxic? Or are you talking with people that are hopeful, driven, and motivated? Even driven employees can be toxic and negative sometimes. That's allowed. That's part of coping. That's part of therapeutic release or venting. But we know the people in our lives, the people in our workplaces that are generally always cynical, that's draining. It can be very depleting. And I'm not saying ignore them, but maybe watch how much time you're talking with them and how much you engage in that negativity, because it is contagious. Surround yourself with people, if you can, that are positive, motivated, and have goals, and you might find that you feel lighter when you're at work and you're not having as much to process when you leave work. Maybe you have some untapped skills. If we're using our gifts and our natural abilities to the fullest extent, we actually feel more joy. Maybe you're really good at writing. Ask your work, can you help with policy development? Can you help with writing advertisements? There are ways to tap into your gifts where you're gonna feel more motivated, you're gonna feel more accomplished, and your employer is also gonna notice. And maybe that might result in promotion for you. One of the best ways to be happy at work and to reduce workplace stress is to be engaged in your work. It helps to be engaged by being interested. So ask your employer, say, these are my skills. Are there some things I can do at work where I could use these skills? If you do all these things and you find you're still struggling with workplace stress, I want to ask you something. Is it time to consider a different job? The reason why I ask this is because I have worked with people who were very unhappy at their job, just not satisfied. They were missing something. I can think of one person in particular, wonderful person, wonderful employee, but their skill set was actually better suited for something else. This person left our establishment, went to another one, and they're thriving because the one that they went to was more suited for who they are as a person and how they're wired. And sometimes that's just the case. It doesn't mean you failed. It just means you haven't found your niche yet. And we thrive when we're in our niche. So I encourage you, just think about it. Doesn't mean you have to quit your job tomorrow. Please, employers, don't call me after this video. I know it's not always easy to get a new job, but if you start by thinking about it, you can start looking at possible options, and who knows, down the road you might have a job that you enjoy better and that's more aligned with your skill set. We spend a lot of time at work, and so it's good to have a job that we enjoy, where we feel like we can accomplish things, where we can make a difference, and where there's good boundaries in place that we can start our day well, we can have rest built into the day, and we can end our day well. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks everyone. I wish you peace, happiness, and a life full of joy. And a good day at work tomorrow. Bye guys.